I'm Rick Viers, sound designer and author of the Sound Effects Bible, and this is Road University. Before I got into sound effects recording, I was a location sound mixer for film and television production. From courtroom dramas to Hollywood actors flubbing their lines, the go-to mic has always been the shotgun mic, the workhorse for the film and television industry. Let's take a look at Rode's premier shotgun mic, the NTG-3. This short shotgun mic is perfect for film and television location sound. It features RF bias technology, which means it's practically unaffected by moisture, so it can handle extreme conditions, and it's built like a tank. Rode invested over 2 years developing the NTG-3 to knock the industry standard shotgun mic off its pedestal, and at half the price. This is a world-class microphone for everyone. Now, let's take a look at the specs. The NTG-3 uses phantom power and features a supercardioid pickup pattern, but what's really cool is the RF bias technology. A typical condenser capsule responds to air pressure and then changes that into an electric signal. Moisture and humidity can degrade this signal and in severe cases even cause dropouts. This can be a big problem in extreme weather conditions. With RF bias, there's actually a carrier signal tuned to a specific frequency that's applied to the diaphragm. Changes in sound pressure level within the capsule are measured with this carrier signal. This technology is essentially immune to moisture. What this means is that you can take the NTG-3 from the South Pole to the jungles of Africa, or from a sauna to standing next to a waterfall, and you're not going to hear any adverse effects from those brutal environments. So let's head out in the field and hear how this bad boy works. I'm in the walk-in freezer of my favorite restaurant, Louis' Chop House. It's cold in here. This beef is frozen solid, so to prove our point about extreme environments, we let the NTG-3 sit in here for about an hour. How does it sound after an hour in the freezer? Well, you're listening to it right now. So let's up the ante. Let's go from one extreme temperature to another and head into the kitchen. Can't stand the heat? Then get out of the kitchen. But with the NTG-3, you can stay in here all day long. This is RF bias technology at work. Unfortunately, I'm not built with RF bias technology and I can't stand the heat. So let's head outside and look at different challenges that exterior locations bring. Right now you're still listening to me through the NTG-3. It's shock mounted in a blimp and covered in a dead wombat. Remember, if you're going to take your microphone outside, it has to be protected from the wind. This is a microphone with no wind protection whatsoever. You can totally hear the difference. So let's go over here and add some background noise. Traffic is a perfect example of why you need a directional shotgun mic for dialogue on exterior locations. Let's switch to camera mic for a second. Immediately you can hear all of the noise in the background and my voice becomes less focused. Let's jump back to the NTG-3. Much better. Intelligibility is the goal of dialogue recording. If they can't hear what the talent is saying, there's no point in having a sound mixer on the set. With the shotgun mic, the traffic noise is immediately reduced and my voice becomes the focus of the sound. In some cases, you might find it better to boom from underneath the talent in a process known as scooping. This can be useful for reducing background noise that might get picked up from an overhead position or in a shot where there's too much headroom to place the boom overhead, like now. Okay, let's go from the chop house back to the chop shop and wrap this up. So let's recap. Location sound recording is infinitely more challenging than studio recording. Every location has a different curveball to throw at you, but with the right mics in your toolkit, you should be able to hit the ball out of the park every time. In our next class, we'll talk about other Rode microphones that you should have in your location kit. I'm Rick Viers, and I'll see you next time at Rode University. Until then, make some noise.